tuning in. Having never worked a day in my life for anyone, the things that really kept me on my toes was a little bit of paranoia. With the reality that I would get no gratuity, no perks, no sick leave, no nothing, I had to manage myself extremely well. If I did well in life, it was largely because of the efforts I put. If I didn't do that well in life, it was also largely because of the errors I made. So, self-reliance and self-employment made me not take my work too lightly. I was smiling as I was reading the concept of quiet quitting. It is a concept which is now being propagated by many employees believing that they are being overworked, underpaid, and leading themselves to mental illness and sometimes burnout. Quiet quitting was a concept in the UK which basically was nothing but work to do, where the entire philosophy of working was just work enough so that you're able to generate the income that you desire, but do not give the organizations and the corporate any more advantage over you. Today I wonder whether this concept, even though the premise has changed because it's not related really only to pay scales and poor working conditions, but more to mental health, to salvage burnout, and of course to get that so-called work-life balance. Is it something that really holds good today? Yes, I know the pandemic has led to many layoffs, many people losing jobs, and therefore with fewer people doing a little more than they were used to in the past, it is making us review whether work really is the whole and soul of being. But I do believe mentally healthy people are those that are driven by purpose, are those that are driven with an idea that they want to contribute to something, whether it is the work they do or whether it is the world that they live in. So the concept of quiet quitting, working just enough, doesn't go down too well with me. In fact, I believe that the concept will lead to more mental ill health, because with a purposeless, directionless existence, your mind and my mind will have a lot more to worry about. So as a professional therapist, I believe keeping yourself on your toes, doing more and going that extra mile will possibly contribute much more to your mental well-being rather than the philosophy of quiet quitting. Of course, I know people will argue and say that, oh, organizations take advantage of us, organizations exploit us, they make us work much more than what we are really paid for. But I believe that if you believe in the philosophy of going that extra mile, you will be able to understand that work-life balance can be maintained by the boundaries that you draw, not by slowing down or not doing what you've been asked to do. Think about it. I know the concept is taking the world by storm and people are now recalibrating their need for work. But I do believe work is worship. If you like what you hear, please do hit the like button, please do share my video and continue to write to me at vadkha@vadkhacholani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye.